of us were stuck at home during lockdowns, a Melbourne tradie was flying around the world. Nathan Mizzi has spent 7 years building one of, if not the most realistic 737 simulator in the country. And Mark Santomartino joined him on board.
Once the cockpit door closes and Nathan Mizzi slides into position as pilot,
oxygen is tested on 100%.
There's no cutting corners for this concrete cutter by trade, running through a pre-flight checklist.
Today's flight's going to be from Melbourne to Sydney. We've got a flight time of 1 hour.
In a simulator that's as precise as he is, taking off with 180 souls on board.
Melbourne Tower, Qantas 479, clear for takeoff, runway 27. Rotate. Qantas 479 are with you, passing 1,800 to 5,000. But you don't see any keyboards in the cockpit. I didn't want a keyboard or a mouse. I wanted what's in a real plane, I want in the sim.
The father of two has spent countless hours and tens of thousands of dollars over 7 years realising that dream. 10 steps from his kitchen.
While that house was getting built, I accumulated all the other parts, the jump seats, the doors, the overhead, the pedestal. And then when I moved in, no garden, no this, no that. It had to be the sim.
Almost every part comes from a real plane via Canada's Flightdeck Solutions. That's powered by software developed in Tullamarine by SimViz, which Nathan has rigged through 3 4K projectors.
The first thing is read the instruction manual. If it doesn't have an instruction manual, make one up so you don't forget what you've done. When I do something, I've got to make sure it's done right. If it's not done right, I'll scrap it and I'll start it again.
That includes fabricating the back half of the cockpit with measurements taken from Moorabbin's Air Museum and recording the sounds of passengers on real flights, accuracy that's impressed pilots from around the world.
I always keep that door shut so as soon as they open it, they go, wow. You feel like you're flying with people, but you're not. You haven't left your house.
It's an escape that's proved invaluable for Nathan these past few years.
It's just been, stressful on everybody, and you can't go here and you can't go there. I've been travelling all over the world during COVID.
A love for flying that begs the question, why not learn to do the real thing?
You got to be away from your family for a lot, and I'm anything but that. This way, I can do a flight, and I'm one intercom away from my wife and kids at any given time.
As real as this feels, coming into land at Sydney Airport with some scattered showers on the radar and a 15-knot crosswind, Nathan's always looking for the next best thing, and he's already considering moving house to put this entire simulator on a motion platform.
I don't know where I'll go from there. Probably a real plane.
Real or not, the panic is approaching a runway for the first time with the controls in your hands.
One wheel. We're on 3 wheels here. There we go. Down, reverse thrust.
As is the relief, landing safely.
Welcome to Sydney, boys and girls.
Mark Santomartino, 9 News.